Major signals are dropping this week about Bitcoin and its accelerating adoption around the world. With economic uncertainty looming, Bitcoin remains strong as geopolitically neutral and a hedge against currency debasement worldwide. The world's largest credit rating agency, S&P Global, says Bitcoin is becoming an uncorrelated asset. This means Bitcoin is starting to be seen more and more as separate from global markets. It's neutral. It doesn't rely on one country's economy to keep it going. It isn't affected by tariffs, and it is a hedge against depreciating currencies all around the world. It is the one financial network that doesn't benefit one country over the other. It is finite and it benefits everyone equally. And countries are starting to wake up to the fact that they can use Bitcoin for their global trade without having to rely on US bonds. Now, this is an important distinction to be made because currently Bitcoin trades alongside stocks a lot of the times. It reacts to market uncertainty in some ways, in the same ways that other assets and equities do, but that is beginning to change slowly but surely. So for years and years, the US dollar has been the global reserve asset. It's what people store for the most part, and it's what most countries use to trade. But we're beginning to see a shift towards Bitcoin. It has superior qualities in every single way to the dollar, and it can't be controlled by anyone, and there's no counterparty risk to holding Bitcoin. When you hold US Treasuries, you hold the risk of the US and their debt. You hold that burden on yourselves. When you hold Bitcoin, you hold a neutral asset that can't be diluted and it can't be controlled. This change towards the Bitcoin standard is happening slowly, but it is clear that is happening on a global stage, and Bitcoin's monetary properties make it a great choice for any country looking to avoid dollar debasement. Scott Bessent just ended his speech this morning saying, "We will take a close look at regulatory impediments to blockchain, stablecoins, and new payment systems." It's yet to be seen what these regulatory impediments he is referring to, but hopefully we will see some more favorable policies toward Bitcoin. One thing personally I would love to see as in terms of policy change and removal of regulation would be the removal of capital gains tax on Bitcoin, especially for small payments. If you're using Bitcoin for day-to-day payments, it doesn't make any sense that you would pay capital gains tax on that, as you are just holding another form of money and using that money. Bitcoin shouldn't be treated as a stock where you just buy and sell it to accumulate more dollars. It is a monetary network. You don't pay capital gains tax if you exchange your dollar for a weaker currency to make a small payment. So why would you have to pay capital gains tax if you're using Bitcoin to buy your coffee? This is a really exciting time to be in the Bitcoin space. This is a once in a species opportunity for us to go from soft money that is created out of thin air to hard decentralized money that can benefit the whole world. We've seen countless problems in society since the United States left the gold standard and went to a fiat standard. More sickness, more disease, more poverty. There's no good outcomes from switching to a fiat money standard. I'm excited to see what keeps happening with Bitcoin. So far, there have been some great developments, and I'm excited more so to see the impact Bitcoin as a standard is going to have on people's lives. So keep your eye on Bitcoin. There's no better time to accumulate the world's truly first scarce asset before 99% of the population wakes up to what it is and what it means. I'll say it again and again, but the least interesting thing about Bitcoin is its price. Don't worry about Bitcoin's price in the short term. Focus on the fundamentals and learning as much as you can about the technology, how it works, and why it was created. Institutional adoption is here. Government adoption is here, and we are just living in such an exciting time, and I'm truly stoked waking up every day to see how this unfolds. If you have any questions or comments about Bitcoin, I would love to answer them in the comments below and potentially make any other videos that could help explain any specific topics. If you enjoy this type of content, please leave a like and subscribe as well. That helps out the channel a ton. And as always, together, let's work, save, and build a brighter future with Bitcoin. See you in the next video.